All right. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, this recording real fast. My name is Cassie Johannes, and I'm here with Julie and Tracy, and we are a few of the thousands and thousands of people all over the world that have partnered with this movement called the Healthy Living Revolution. And basically what we do is we network with people who are looking to better their health in some way. And so we just want to share our stories and give you a little bit of information and just, really share from the heart and just show kind of what we do. So I'll start out with my story. I was a collegiate athlete. I played on the U.S. women's national team for soccer. So physically I was in really good shape, but nutritionally and health-wise I was struggling. I had migraines, asthma, chronic allergies, headaches, IBS, you name it, I was struggling with it. And at the time, all I was told to do was take this medicine after this medicine after this medicine. And there was never any talk about resolving the issues or anything nutritionally that I could have done different. Everything was all about masking it, essentially. So when the idea of flooding my body with over 40 plants in these plant powders was introduced to me, I was a little intrigued, but also not quite sure, because my mindset is just like, this is my life. This is what I've been dealt, and this is what I'm going to have the rest of my life. So I thankfully, listened to my sister-in-law, who's a physician assistant, and really looked at the research. And, I realized after I kind of saw exactly what these plant powders were, I realized that I was not fueling my body properly. I was not nutritionally sound by any means, and I needed to make changes. And that really seemed, these easy plant powders seemed like an easy solution. And so I got started on it right away. And, I didn't expect anything to change drastically, again, because my mindset is this is what I was going to struggle with the rest of my life. So I am ecstatic to say and surprised still on a daily basis that I am completely asthma-free and allergy-free. I no longer struggle from any of my stomach issues or digestive issues. I rarely ever get sick, and I feel better now as a mom of two and a little bit older than I did when I was a D1 collegiate athlete. So, to say that I am ecstatic about plant powders is an understatement. And then now I have two children who are 6 and 5, and they have never been on antibiotics because they have also been on these plant powders their entire life. So I'm pretty excited about this stuff and love sharing my story and helping other people along the way as well. So Julie, why don't you go ahead and share your story with us?
Okay, great. Thanks, Cassie. So I heard about these plant powders from a good friend, and was skeptical at first, but it kind of made sense to me at the time because I had been through 3.5 years of really intense stress. I had gone back to graduate school when I turned 40, was getting my master's degree. And at the end of my 2.5-year program, within a 5-month period of time, I lost both my parents suddenly, and it was devastating. So that period of grief really took a toll on me, both physically and emotionally. And, 2 years after that, I was just still not feeling like the best version of myself. And I wanted to make a change to better my health, and I just really didn't know what to do. So I'd heard about these plant powders, and Tracy was saying how much energy she had and she felt better. So I decided to give it a try, and I was pleasantly surprised. Jumped right in with our shred10 program as well and saw immediate results. Better energy, I was sleeping better. And the biggest thing too at the time for me was that my mood really lifted. I was feeling like I was really just kind of in a fog, and I felt happier and better than I had felt in a really long time. So that was just a real blessing. On top of that, I'm a pediatric occupational therapist. I work with kids all day, every day, and, get sick often. And I have been healthier than I have been in a long time without any other changes other than the plant powders. Our kids have been healthy. My son and I, our seasonal allergies have just disappeared. We do a little extra plant powders during allergy season, but our symptoms have gone, and it's just been a huge, huge blessing for my entire family in terms of making us healthier and helping us get that nutrition that we just can't get from our diets. So I'm sure you guys would also like to hear from Tracy. So I'm going to pass it off to Tracy now. Go ahead and share your story, Tracy.
Okay, well, thank you. So I'm a personal trainer, and I know how to eat right, and I tell my clients every day how to eat right. But the reality of that happening on a regular basis is really tough, because we're supposed to eat a wide variety of fruits and vegetables every single day. And it just, even those of us that know how to eat right, it doesn't happen very often. So I also have really picky kids. My twins are 15 years old. And I've struggled for a really long time, ever since they were in elementary school, or probably before that, to get them to eat a wide plant-based diet. And so I just really struggled as a mom. I had a lot of mom guilt because I couldn't get them to eat very much. And I didn't know what to do. I just felt like I was at a loss. I just thought, okay, hopefully when they get older, their diets, their palates will change and they'll want more fruits and vegetables. But I knew they were missing out on so much in that time. So I also have suffered from hypothyroidism for 23 years. I've been on medication that entire time. And about 5 years ago, we were hit with a really big emotional crisis in my house, and my health really suffered. It was a very stressful time. My thyroid just completely went crazy, and I was having to see my doctor, and he just kept increasing my medication, and we just couldn't get it under control. I was tired. My hair was falling out. I had migraines all the time, which I've suffered from for years, actually. So again, I was at a place where I didn't know what to do except to take more medication, right? So when I was introduced to these plant powders, I was like, oh my gosh, this is the answer I need for my kids. I never thought about it for myself. I just thought about it for my twins, because I knew then they would be getting amazing nutrition. But what I found out was that I actually would have the best health story coming out of this. So after 4 months, I went back to my doctor, and my thyroid levels were normal, which hadn't happened in a lot of years. And in the last year and a half, I've been on the same medication. I'm actually on the lowest dose I've ever been on. My migraines are so infrequent. I get them just maybe every 3 or 4 months. My husband is on the product, and his insomnia that he suffered from has gone away. And the biggest thing for me is that my kids are getting a wonderful diet. I don't have to have that mom guilt anymore, because I know that, they're getting everything they need. So it's just really been the best decision for our family.
Yeah, awesome. I love hearing these stories, and this is one of the main reasons why we do what we do and share so passionately about these plant powders. And we all come from different backgrounds, and we all started for different reasons, but we have a few things in common, and that is just flat out, we're human and we don't eat enough fruits and vegetables. And this was just a simple way to bridge that gap. And we also saw all at the same time that not only are we human like everybody else, but a lot of other people struggle with this as well. And so we fell in love with the product, and we fell in love with the mission of this company. And that's why we partnered with this company to share about these amazing plant powders, because everybody does need to hear about them, because they can benefit every single person. So Julie, I want to hear a little bit more about why you specifically decided to this company and the mission.
Okay, thanks, Cassie. It kind of goes back a little bit to my other story that I shared, which was losing my parents. They both suffered from a number of health conditions and were on several medications for the last 15 years of their life. And I thought to myself one day, Juice Plus has been around for 25 years. What if someone had taken the time to share this with them 10 years ago? Could that have impacted their health? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that, but I do know I really feel an obligation and kind of a duty to share it with as many people as I can, so that people have the opportunity to make that choice. In addition, I'm a pediatric occupational therapist, and I work in a school district. So in a school district, just like teachers, we have a salary cap depending on, your education and years of experience. There is literally a ceiling on how much income you can earn. And I like the free time that I have with that schedule, but I don't like that aspect of the job. So I really wanted to have the opportunity to earn a little extra income on the side. And what I have found as this business, fits into my busy life, even with working full time and as a mom of 2 kids, I can still work this business, and starting to bring in additional income, and an absolute joy. And it's the best part is just seeing the people that I'm able to help change their health as well and have their health stories, because the more people I help, then it's directly reflected in my paycheck every month. So it's just really rewarding, and it just feels good.
Awesome. I love hearing your story, and we're so excited and happy that you're newly on our team and everything, which is amazing. So you for taking the time to watch this video. Whether it's Julie sharing it with you or someone else sharing it with you, the person really does care about you. They care about your health. With this healthy living revolution, we are focused on helping people make simple changes to a better health. And like Julie said, we've also got this amazing business opportunity attached to, and if you're a need for an additional income or this is a great opportunity for you as well. So thank you again for watching this video, and we look forward to talking with you soon.